For the Taurus, can we get 2 Animal Spirit Guide cards for Taurus, please? For the Taurus Collective. Let's pull one more first, and then we'll read them. There we go. And actually 2 came out, so we're going to go ahead and look at all 3. I am a Taurus, and I'm a May Taurus. Sorry, you April Tauruses, but I'm a May Taurus, so I get to be greedy here. All right, the first card we have is the Chimpanzee. And the message it reads is, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. Next card we have is the Cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. And the Unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So that's great news for Taurus, for this collective, giving us an overall of what type of energy we may expect going into this reading. All right, Taurus. So we're going to shuffle the deck. First deck we're going to use 3 times. King of Pentacles ready to pop out already. We're going to use this deck to get our first 7 cards. One more good shuffle. There we go. For the Taurus Collective, 1 card at a time, Spirit. 1 card at a time, please. First card. Fell face down. We'll leave it there. Switch over. That card flipped right out. Knight of Pentacles and current energy. Taking our time, aren't we, Taurus? As we should. The Knight of Pentacles may be the slowest knight in the deck, but it always reaches the finish line. Pull that up out of there. Flip that one over. And then the Knight of Swords is our 3rd card. So us taking our time is going to move us right into a heroic rushing in energy that Knight of Swords represents for the near future. Let's see what our 4th card is for the overall energy for this Taurus collective reading. We got the 9 of Swords as our overall energy. Now, a lot of people see that 9 of Swords and they get intimidated, but what we have to remember about the 9 of Swords, that Swords energy is in our head, which means that we can fix it. Some problems, some issues, some things happen that we can't control. But if it's in our own head, we definitely can. Our 5th card comes out as the 6 of Cups. Maybe referencing to some past life energy. That one fell on the floor, 1 second. The World card coming to a grand closing for our 6th card. So it's telling us that whatever we're going to be doing in regards to this reading, we got to finish it. And when we do finish it, we will end up with an Empress outcome. Now, for us fellas, we don't want to immediately think that it has to be feminine energy when we see the Empress. It's not just about male or female. What we have to understand is that all actions, anything great, has to have both energies to do so. The divine feminine is going to be the creative idea of it. It's going to be the creation of the idea in our minds. And of course, the masculine energy is going to be taking action. So, when I have this as our outcome, that immediately screams to me that something great, creative, and wonderful is coming from our actions. Our first card, Page of Swords, which of course can be, pause it right there actually. All right, what we are getting here with this Page of Swords energy is referencing to the student. We're talking about someone who is ready to learn and expand their consciousness in order to build on their opportunities. So that was our recent past information. We were the student who were looking to learn and gain. We move into this Knight of Pentacles energy. So now we are straddled and ready to roll, ready to ride into our new future. But taking our time, making sure we're gathered, making sure we have everything we need. And then that is going to lead us immediately into a more heroic Russian energy with the Knight of Swords at an immediate future spot. Now, with the the Nine of Swords in the center of the reading, what we're battling against is ourselves, our own nightmares, our own fears, our own doubts. So this reading is about ourselves battling against our worst enemy, which is ourselves. We do have an outside influence with soulmate energy, which is what I'm picking up on with the Six of Cups. So maybe we found our soul tribe. Maybe we have found a team of people who is willing to give to us, or maybe we're tapped into our ancestors. This is a beautiful energy to have as an influence in that Six of Cups energy, leading us into the outcome of the World card, which again is telling us to close out the cycle in a grand way. This is something that is going to lead to prosperity by finishing what we start. And this is going to bring in even more prosperity and abundance and creativity when we have the Empress as our outcome card. This is the kind of energy that brings in massive abundance and it brings it into us. We are not actually even pursuing this abundance at this point. The abundance is coming to us, just as it would for a divine feminine. So that's a beautiful energy to start with. We're going to now grab our second deck to get some clarifying cards. This deck first. All right, Taurus, thank you for your patience. You know we do have an abundance of patience. So at the bottom of this deck, before we get to our second deck, we see here the Two of Wands. This always gives me a traveling choice information. Moving forward, having the world in our hands. Two of Swords, which can be a difficult choice. Being blind in some cases to what that choice may turn out to be. And then, of course, we got the Eight of Wands, making haste, velocity to that decision making. All right, our next deck, we're going to go ahead and start by clarifying the pages. One more shuffle. Can I get two cards, one at a time, for the Page of Swords. Oh. We got the Lovers that came out, the Ruby. Now, of course, this could, in most cases, when we see the Lovers, we think about soulmates, past life energy, soul ties, especially since we do already have the Six of Cups already on the board. It also can represent a choice, Gemini energy. One more card for the Page of Swords. One more for Page of Swords for the Taurus Collective. One more card, please. There we go. And there's the Six of Cups again. So we were just talking about the Six of Cups energy, and it comes out again. So it's a very dominant energy, as that's our first card to be played twice. Clearly, when we think about that Page of Swords energy that we talked about, when we think about that student energy, this could be referenced into coming into our own within this type of relationship. Very interesting. Let's dig some more and get two cards for the Knight of Pentacles. This slow moving knight, who not only takes his time, but is just well prepared. We have the Five of Wands, competition. We're moving slow because of the competition, maybe? Let's get another card. The Star. Yeah, so, I mean, if we're thinking about it, sometimes we do like to size up our competition, just like most of us, when we walk into a room, we like to know where every exit is in the room. That's Taurus energy. We like to be prepared. It builds our confidence. So taking our time to go through competition so we can achieve what we want to achieve. Moldavite representing the star. We talk about an enhancement energy. But the star is a yes card always. It is a shining light in the darkness, letting us know success. So slow moving through our competition to achieve our goals, to achieve our ultimate goal. Now, Knight of Swords in this upcoming future energy, this immediate future energy, we can get two cards for that. And the first card is the Emperor, Purpurite. So we got the Empress and the Emperor on the board, talking about balance and powerful energy. Again, the energy to imagine and create, as we saw in the very beginning with the unicorn. Again, talking about being imaginative and magical. And now the action energy, which makes sense when we think about the Knight of Swords, because again, he is heroic, he is jumping into action energy. So it's just really reiterating what we already know, but also saying it's going to be attached to a boss like energy, fiery energy. Queen of Cups on top of that. So this is love and intuition. And there's definitely some love on the field right now where we have the Lovers, the Six of Cups showing up twice. And of course, we have the Emperor and Empress on board. So there's definitely love involved in why we are so heroic. Intuition, self love, feeling abundant in love when we think about that Queen of Cups energy. Do we want to switch decks for? Yes, we do want to switch decks for the Nine of Swords. So at the bottom of this deck, the Ten of Cups, Ace of Coins, King of Cups. Yeah, a lot of love here. This energy is turned out to be a love reading for the most part. But we love, just like we love ourselves. Right, Taurus? All right, Taurus, we're going to now bravely tap into this Nine of Swords energy with our third deck. We want two cards to tell us about the worries or the concerns that we may have, which again is all in our head. And if it's all in our head, we can fix it. It's important to remember, Taurus, that you cannot be brave if you're not a little afraid. Courage is not the lack of fear, but the ability to move through fear. So, when we see that card in our energy, understand that we have control. If no one else does, we do. Spirit, can I get two cards, giving us more insight on the Nine of Swords? High Priestess, intuition. That immediately tells me you know exactly what it is that's making you concerned or giving you worries. You know, if no one else can tell you, you know and you understand. The High Priestess knows. And it's going to concern some hard work, some dedication, which is what I always think about when I see Eight of Pentacles. Mastering our craft, whatever that craft may be. We have to get better at it. We have to work harder at it in order to get out of this nightmare mental energy. That makes sense, doesn't it? We like to work hard to prepare, to build confidence, to be prepared is what establishes confidence for a lot of us. Six of Cups. This is our original Six of Cups card. Remember, it came out twice. Why is the Six of Cups here in the influence energy? Got two cards here. Three. Should we keep all three? Yes, I'm hearing we should. Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, Temperance. With us already having the Empress and the Emperor on the board, and we see Temperance, we think about that divine masculine, divine feminine balance. You see him holding the sun and the moon, which in themselves represent divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Balance, divine balance. That Three of Wands energy, where are we going with the Three of Wands energy? Especially to tap into what is normally considered betrayal or sneaky energy with the Seven of Swords. With this being the outside influence energy, meaning it's our fifth card spot in this horseshoe reading. Divine, masculine, feminine balance. Waiting for manifestations. Coming from a sneaky, almost betrayal-like energy. This is talking to me about some type of separation from the past life energy, or at least the appearance of separation. Of course, this is the influence energy. So this is not saying that this is how we Taurus feel directly, but maybe outside sources, the people around us. Maybe you have a soulmate or a karmic that you departed from. And you're kind of waiting as you kind of see how they're going to react. I guess it could also be more so just a move of morality. No, that's not quite what I'm looking for. More so, how do I say it? I guess gratitude energy, maybe. I don't feel quite gratitude there. Let's dig a little more, see if more information on the world card will give us a little helping hand in what we're missing there and that attachment. We know those cards came out together for a reason. World card, represented by King of Swords, law and order, balance, that Libra energy, using logic. It's also the first king to come out so far. We've seen the Emperor, but this is our first king card. One more card for the world. That's too many cards. Mm, Spirit's telling me to keep them. Three cards. King of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. Mm. Considering the cards that came out right before. Thank you, Spirit. What I'm gathering with these cards coming in order like this, we had three cards come out, and we only asked for two for the Six of Cups. We had four cards come out for the world, and we only asked for two. But I see why. Because it talks about some actions that we're taking. Almost a sense of us not quite being manipulative towards maybe a soulmate, a partner, or a karmic, but so much so using their cooperation in a very logical and strategic way in order to achieve balance. We've seen the balance when the emperor out and the empress out. We've seen that balance. We want to get into this energy of closing the cycle, of closing out in a grand fashion. You know, we got the Four of Wands, which talks about cooperation. So that puts me into the idea of cooperation between the Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is definitely our energy. So some of us Tauruses could be dealing with a fire sign or just someone charismatic. But our tactics in being able to close the cycle or bring closure in a good way to our situation is somewhat logical, but also can be considered sneaky, meaning that we are not showing them, we're kind of showing them the left hand while moving with the right in order to manifest some balance, which will represent, makes sense considering the Empress is our outcome, that divine creation. Let's get two cards for the Empress. Just two for the Empress, please, Spirit. We got the Two of Cups that came out there. We're gonna get one more. Everyone knows Two of Cups, right? I mean, if you just look at it, it just screams love and union. What else? Five of Pentacles. That left out feeling. Being locked in a prison of your own making. Six of Wands at the bottom, that fame. And then, of course, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, that's deep and interesting. It's all about love, and that's okay, because we are all about love, as I said before. But it's about what we're doing with the love. You know, us Tauruses sometimes like to take things in our own hands, and an unhealed Taurus can use their charisma for lesser things than greater things. This is almost in that energy, but not quite, because we have to be imaginative with our creations and our magic, just like it started off the unicorn energy. That cardinal reminded us about bringing things into balance. It says again, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures. So the spiritual pursuit and the physical pleasures are out of balance. Bring it into balance. So maybe we using all of our resources in whatever way we can to kind of manifest that balance between that Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles energy to get cooperation in a logical way to close this cycle. By doing so, we kind of maybe unlock that door to get us out of this Five of Pentacles energy, giving us the ability to create. or maybe even lock ourselves in almost in a hermit energy, but more so probably get ourselves out of it. That's a beautiful reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoy. I think that this is a great message for us. Recapping across the board again, this past student energy came to understand that past life love. In doing so, in an attempt to achieve our own goals of being more creative and using our intuition, as we see again, intuition everywhere here. We slowly start to ride through competition to achieve our goals, heroically taking action for love, getting ourselves out of this stuck mindset. We don't have to worry, we don't have to be afraid of ourselves. All we got to do is just use our intuition and work harder. In doing so, we're using every resource we have, even if it's being a little sneaky, to manifest this balance with this past life cups energy. In doing so, you being logical, being tactical, it's going to allow cooperation between these energies that normally necessarily wouldn't work together, but can work together. In doing so, you get to bring a creative, beautiful thing out of the closet, out of a bad spot, out of the loneliness or that left out feeling. That's beautiful, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe.